affects everyone. Violence affects every single family. Violence affects every single community. It affects the whole country. It affects the whole world. And as the 16 days of activism has just gone past, yes, that was an event. That was a particular point in time where we needed to really come together and say, how do we shine the light on this scourge of abuse, the scourge of sexism, the scourge of rape, the scourge of general disregard of the rights of women and children. Now, hurting our women and children, which is core to the very same communities, is hurting everyone. So we as men are not exempt. So now we move into the talks of 365 days of activism. Is it activism against gender-based violence, or is it really activism against all sorts of societal ills? In my opinion, it should be about all sorts of societal ills, because they all are interlinked one way or the other. One might be given a mandate to look at the interest of women. One might be given a mandate to look at the interest of children. I personally have the interest of children, women and men all in one basket. Yes, at this moment I will stand up and fight to keep our women safe, fight to keep our children safe. At the same breath, I will stand up to say we've got men that would be helping in the fight, but they themselves are caught up in their own personal fights. So let's fight all the fights, so that those who are able to fight do so without even a doubt in their minds. But now 365 days continues. I personally fight this scourge of violence, abuse, rape, discrimination in all the spaces that I'm in. So I'm urging you guys, I'm urging you men, I'm urging you women, I'm urging the young people to say, let's come together, let's bring this issue to the table. And not just bring it to the table by virtue of conferences and posts on social media, but by living it. I have a daughter, I have a son. In my eyes, they are both equal, and they are equally important. My daughter is more exposed because the minute she walks out of the yard, she's got other considerations as over and above what my son's considerations are. And with that in mind, I would want to protect her. I would want to coach my boy so that he coaches his friends, so that he influences his friends, so that this violence can come to a stand. When I walk out of the house and my wife walks out of the house, she gets extra things that she needs to be considering. I might not be worried. I might be concerned about the car window washer disturbing me when I'm driving by the traffic lights. But my wife is concerned about not just that. Over and above that, she needs to be concerned about the whistles that are being blown at her. She needs to be concerned about the looks that she gets. She needs to be concerned about hijacking. I'm also concerned about that. But I'm saying is we need to make sure that our children and our women and our men are safe. More so, our women who are more vulnerable and more exposed, our children, girl child, who are more vulnerable and more exposed. And for us to do that, we need to make sure that everybody gets dragged from that corner of abuse, of pain, of hurt, because abusers, bullies, rapists, all of those, they have a journey that got them to where they are. And it's up to us to make sure that we walk and find that journey and break that chain, so that we have better men, women, and children in society. Let's continue to protect our own without discriminating who it is. Pain is pain. Abuse is abuse. And yes, our women and our girl children continue to suffer at the hands of primarily men. So as a father, as a brother, as a husband, I need you to join me. Join me in this fight for the next 365 days and beyond.